the Basque country, these guys are the best stone lifters I've ever seen. Like, considering like how big and strong we are, they're not as big as us, but they're rivaling our weights. And I think the current stone to shoulder world record is still done by Basque, man.
It's insane. I mean, just the like the uniform that they have to wear. I'm going to call it that, but it's like a specially designed shirt, and the technique that they have to do it. You know, it's something where I always thought with like the Basque stone lifting, something like that, if some of us were to do that and do it a lot, right? So you could become efficient with the technique of how to do it and that type of thing. It'd be interesting to see what type of weights could get moved, you know?
Right, because right now, these guys, some of them have done over 700 pounds to the shoulder in the rectangular stone. You know, and of course it's leveraging. They got handles, people will say this and that.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried it. I'm pretty strong.
I mean, decently strong, you know?
And it's hard. It's really hard. Like, I would need at least half a year, I think, to get up to a decent place.
See, that's interesting.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place that you've gone for that?
Oh, that's tough. So just for the stone,
maybe top couple.
I mean, the Basque country in Spain is probably one of the most fascinating just pure strength trips I've done.
Okay.
Like, I have the most respect for their, like, the perfectionism that they put into the stone lifting techniques, just how much thought goes into it. I mean, they obsess over it.
That's neat.
And I learned from these guys, and I've improved my own stone lifting, which I did not expect. Like,
I think your brain probably works like mine. Like, you're always thinking about how to more efficiently lift something, and you know, if you experience that, you get submerged in it.
Yeah.
And then it's only natural to think about, okay, well, if they're doing this and they're this size and this strength, maybe I can apply this or apply that. You know, it's a neat way to think.
I've never gone somewhere and had a non-professional strongman look at my stone lifting technique and say, you're strong, but that's not a good technique. For example, when we all do it in strongman. When we shoulder a stone, we bring up both arms and then leave an arm up here like this. But watch what happens. When I raise my arm, see how my shoulder is raising? That means the distance the stone has to travel is increasing as my arm goes up. So what they do is they'll get it up here. They put both arms underneath the stone. Then they lift it right here. See how the shoulder's down now?
Interesting.
The stone doesn't have to roll up over the hump of your shoulder as if you raise the arm. So they leave the arms down, and then it just locks into position. It's like a little adjustment I never thought of.
No, you don't
makes a world
on the
difference.
side. Yeah, everybody does.
So I just put it on the bottom now.
Have you tried it like that?
Yeah, and it's a world of difference. It's so much easier.
That's crazy.
It's a little thing, but
sure,
there is a caveat. It's harder to balance when it's there.
I would imagine like you'd have more of a risk of it going all the way over.
Exactly, but they do it so much so they're very precise with it.
Yeah.
So they say yes, it takes time to get used to that balance. But once you do get used to it, it just goes into position. Which
is something you just have to practice.
And no joke, now I've practiced it a bit. It's a night and day difference.
If you enjoyed this clip and you want to listen to the full podcast episode, click here. And if you want to stay informed about new podcast episodes and subscribe, make sure to click here.